Hi, this is the CAD Lessons channel, and in this video I'll show you how to create a part like this in FreeCAD. FreeCAD is a completely free 3D modeling program that can be used both for hobby and commercial purposes. We can use FreeCAD freely even in a company to make paid projects. FreeCAD is a parametric 3D CAD system, which means we work here based on the history of operations and on parameters. And that has the advantage that while creating a 3D model, at any stage of modeling, we can go back to previous steps and make changes there. And these changes will affect the entire model. So simply, if somewhere we need to make a change, we do it by editing the parameters. We don't have to rebuild the entire model from scratch. And to create a parametric part like this, we start by selecting a project as parametric part. And here we will start by creating a sketch, because in systems like FreeCAD, in 3D CAD systems, a 2D sketch, that is planar geometry, is the basis for building a 3D model. I choose the command to create a new sketch. Here we have the basic coordinate system planes available. I choose the XY plane, that is the plane if we were looking from the top at the coordinate system. And here I choose the circle tool. And I place the circle's center point at the origin of the coordinate system. And as the circle diameter, I enter 150. The circle tool is active, so I draw a second circle in a similar way. I place the circle's center point at the origin of the coordinate system, and as the circle diameter, I enter 50. I close the sketch, and on this basis, I will create a solid by extruding the sketch to a height of 10. I choose the path operation, and here I specify the extrusion length. By default it's 10, so I leave that value and click OK. Now I'll create slots in this solid, and we will also do it based on a sketch, but this time the sketch plane will be a face of the solid. I select this face, click the left mouse button and choose new sketch so that this face becomes the sketch plane. And here I'll start by creating construction geometry. I choose the line tool, and I'll draw a line from the origin of the coordinate system with a length of 50, and I'll place this line roughly here. I'll also draw a second line in any way, just so that the first point of this line is at the origin of the coordinate system, and I right click to cancel the line tool. Now I select these two lines and choose the equality constraint to define that these two lines are equal. And now I select these lines again and switch them to construction geometry, that is auxiliary sketch geometry. And now I do this. I select this point. I select this point. I simply click the left mouse button on these points and I select the y-axis. And I choose the symmetry constraint so that these points are placed symmetrically relative to the y-axis. And now I click the left mouse button on these lines, choose the dimensioning tool, and here as the angle between these lines I'll enter a value of 60 degrees. But here I clicked on the y-axis while adding this command. So I press keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Z or Command+Z to undo this step, and so I select these two lines and I'll move this dimension a bit further away. I click the left mouse button and enter an angle of 60 degrees. And now when it comes to creating an arc slot like this, we can do it in a few ways. We can do it manually based on circles, but in FreeCAD we have an arc slot option available and we can choose that. I select this command and now I define the center point of such a slot. This is the center point of the arc on which this slot will be created. So in this case, it will also be the origin of the coordinate system. Now I click on this reference point to define the diameter of this arc. And now, as you can see, I drag the cursor and click in this place to link the second slot point with this reference point. And now I simply enter the width of this slot. I enter 5 here and press enter. But note here that the dimension 5 is the radius of this arc. And okay, here the constraints have been removed. A few constraints were redundant constraints. And we have 6 degrees of freedom here. We will fix that in a moment. I right click to finish this command and I gently grab the slot geometry. And okay, the slot points are not linked to these reference points. I created these points so that I would have auxiliary geometry that will define the slot dimensions, and I do it like this. I select this point, I select this point, and here I choose the coincident constraint to link the slot point with the line point. And we do the same with this point and this point. I select these 2 points and here I also use the coincident constraint. Here, as you can see, the angle between these lines was also removed. So I select these 2 lines, choose the dimensioning tool, and once again I define the angle as 60 degrees. We are still missing one constraint. We have 1 degree of freedom here. I gently grab the slot geometry and gently move this geometry. And here, as you can see, this point is not linked to the origin of the coordinate system. So I select these 2 points and choose the coincident constraint. And here an information message appeared that the sketch is over constraint. So I select this constraint and press delete to remove the constraint. And we have to approach this a bit differently. I'll try to do it like this. I select this point and I select the y-axis, and here I'll use the coincident constraint. And okay, in this case the option of using a point to y-axis constraint worked, and I think it's good that it worked out because you need to know that sometimes in FreeCAD situations like this can appear where something may not work and sometimes you have to find a workaround. Usually you can apply such a workaround very easily. However, it requires a bit of experience with this program to know that sometimes if something doesn't work, it doesn't mean you can't do something. It's just that you need to use a slightly different approach. And okay, we have a sketch like this. We close the sketch, and now based on this sketch, I will create a pocket in this solid. We do it using the pocket operation. We select this operation, and here I'd like to get a pocket through the entire solid to this face. And we can use one of those pocket types here, for example to first, and the pocket will be made to the first encountered feature. I click OK and we have something like this. Now I select the pocket operation in the feature tree, and based on this operation I will create a polar pattern in the solid so that I get additional copies of this slot. I select this operation, choose polar pattern, and here as the number of occurrences I enter 3 and click OK. And we have something like this. And now I'll create another part of the solid. I'll create a sketch on this face. I select this face. I choose the command to create a sketch, and here I will create 2 circles. In the first circle I would like to have the same diameter as this hole. I click roughly here, and as the diameter of the second circle I enter 70. I right click to finish this command, and now I could dimension this circle and I could enter a value of 50 here, but in FreeCAD we have something like reference geometry. I choose this command, I click on the edge of the solid and I right click to cancel this command, and this command creates reference geometry for this solid, and we can use that geometry in this sketch, and I can do it like this. I select this circle, I select the reference geometry, and I assign an equality constraint to these geometries. And now the sketch is fully constrained, the sketch is green. I close the sketch, and based on this sketch I will create a solid by extruding the sketch using the pad operation. And here, as the extrusion length, I enter 40. I click the left mouse button next to this field to update the preview, and I click OK. And we have something like this. And now I'll add chamfers and fillets. I select this edge, I click this edge with the left mouse button and choose the fillet command. And as the radius value, I enter 5, I press enter, and the fillet has been created in this place. Now I select this face, I choose the chamfer operation, and as the chamfer size I enter 1 and I click OK. Similarly, I select this face, I choose the chamfer operation, chamfer size 1, and I click OK. And this is how we created a solid like this. There was a bit of messing around with that slot. It seems to me that this command sometimes still may not work properly, that sometimes it can cause problems, so I'll show you another way we can create such a slot. I move to a new project, I create a new parametric part just like before, and as you can see in FreeCAD we can have several projects open, and I choose the command to create a sketch, and here I will create a sketch as in the previous case. I'll draw two circles, the first circle with a diameter of 150 and the second circle with a diameter of 50. I close the sketch and I create a solid here with a height of 10. I click OK, and now I select this face and choose create sketch, and let's do it like this. I'll draw three circles here. The first circle with a diameter of 100. Okay, and the next circle with a diameter of 110. Okay, and the third circle with a diameter of 90. This circle will be the middle circle, and these two circles will be the outer edges of the slot. And now I'll create lines that will define the angular dimensions of the slot. I place the start of the line at the origin of the coordinate system, and I place the second point of the line on the outer circle. And I draw another line in a similar way, but on the other side of the y-axis. I right-click to cancel the line tool, and I select these two lines and switch these lines to construction geometry. Similarly, the middle circle will also be construction geometry. And now I select this point, I select this point, and I select the y-axis. But here, as you can see, I selected a dimension, so I'll move these dimensions a bit. I click the left mouse button outside the geometries to deselect all geometries. I select these 2 points and I select the y-axis and I choose the symmetry constraint. And now I select these 2 lines. I press the D key to activate dimensioning, and here as the angle dimension I enter 60 degrees. And now I choose the trim tool and I trim these circles so that something like this remains here. I right click to cancel this command and I choose the circle tool and I draw a circle whose center will lie in this place and the second point will lie in this place. And we do the same on the other side. Okay, I right click to cancel this command, and now I choose the trim command and I trim the circle segments. Okay, I right click and we have the slot created. If, for example, I need to change a dimension, I double click with the left mouse button and I make changes. And this is also how we can approach creating slots of this type. I close the sketch, and based on this sketch I will create a pocket in the solid as in the previous case. And here we can also create a circular pattern based on this. And we have something like this. And this is also how we can approach creating slots of this type. As you saw, sometimes in FreeCAD something may not work. For certain things, sometimes you have to approach it differently. I'd like you to know that such situations can happen. Often they are small things that you can handle very easily, and I think it's not worth getting discouraged in such situations with FreeCAD. It's just worth spending some time learning the basics of this system, because FreeCAD is a completely free program and anyone can use this program both creating projects for themselves and creating commercial projects. And I know that for beginners this may be a bit too fast a pace of delivering information, but if you'd like to learn the basics of FreeCAD in a more organized and structured way, I encourage you to take part in my training. I put the link to the training in the description of this video. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to this channel.